Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the house that Henry Ford built, Detroit, Michigan. I'm Brandon Walters, and alongside me in the booth tonight is Rochelle Colston. Rochelle, it seems like the theme of this matchup tonight is revenge, as Tulsa quarterback Michael Brown returns to Motor City to face off against his rookie replacement, King Jackson. How do you think this game is going to play out between these two teams?
I mean, Tulsa started off with a bang in their first game with a big victory over Carolina, scoring 52 points. Motor City, coming in here with 2 losses. Tulsa's coming off a bye. Let's see, who did the most scouting.
Tulsa has had a lot of time to scout coming off of their week 2 bye week, an early bye week. And as you mentioned, setting a franchise record for points scored against Carolina, beating them 52-17, which is obviously a great way for them to start off the season. I'm sure they're going to be taking a lot of momentum out of that performance here.
And I think for Motor City, the keys to their victory are protect King Jackson, establish the run game early, limit interceptions, put pressure on Michael Brown, and stop Gabriel Manning.
Absolutely. King Jackson has had a bit of an okay-ish start to the season so far here. You know, he's a rookie quarterback. I think everyone's looking at him to develop over time. And if they can protect him, give him some time in the pocket, I think he will have a better chance of success here against Tulsa. As we kick this game off, Motor City will receive the ball first. And they're going to take a knee in the end zone and bring it out to the 20. And that will bring on King Jackson, the rookie quarterback, the number 9 overall pick in this last draft. First play of the game here for Motor City, coming out in a 2 tight end set. Jackson will hand the ball off up the middle. And it's a bit of tough sledding there. Only able to gain 1 yard. The rest of this... No. The rest of this Motor City offense, halfbacks Toroneo Rivera and BB Blitz, fullback Christopher Dean, wide receivers Johan Sutherland, Harana Queen Jackson, Shane Kaufman, and Guy Clausen. Tight ends Azami Mihara, Julian Gusters, and Phil Koss. And the McMillan twins on the line alongside center John Smith. As that run only gets 2, it'll be 3rd and 7 for Motor City.
And Motor City's coming out with trying to get their run game established. First two plays for runs and a total of 3 yards so far.
Motor City looking to settle into this one with back-to-back runs, but now facing 3rd and 7. They've got 4 receivers here. Jackson drops back, looking over the middle. And the pass is incomplete there, broken up deep by Tulsa. That'll be a quick 3 and out here for Motor City, and it looks like they're going to have to punt the ball back to the Desperados.
That's a little pass was on target. Defenders were right there, batted the ball away.
Motor City is going to punt the ball away. It's a high punt, going to be fair caught at the 48-yard line for the Desperados. And Michael Brown is going to lead this offense out onto the field here. Someone who has certainly generated a bit of controversy over the last few weeks. SFL reporter Jason Miller got to talk to some of the Motor City guys, and they said that this game has been circled on their calendar ever since the schedules came out. Quote, he told us after the last game was over that he was leaving, and it left a bad feeling among Motor City. So certainly not much love lost here. As this handoff goes up the middle and gets 4 yards for Tulsa to start off.
I'm glad Tulsa's coming out running. They need to run a balanced offense today and not rely so heavily on Manning.
Absolutely, and that's Phoenix Jones there, the fantastic running back. 9th season in the league, his first here in Tulsa, coming over from Mexico City. As 2nd and 6 sets up here. Brown's going to go to the air. Incomplete pass.
Nice play there by number 27 from Motor City. Big hit, knocking the ball loose. Now we have a 3rd and 6. Maybe forcing Tulsa to pass here.
Absolutely, but I don't think that they would be too disheartened with that, considering his performance against Carolina in week 1. Trips to the left. Receiver will go in motion. That's Sonzo Robinson going across the formation to the right side. Brown will roll out. and completes the pass there over the middle. That is Gabriel Manning, the Hall of Fame wide receiver there, getting a first down for the Desperados.
He's a dangerous receiver. I mean, in the first week in their win, he had 12 receptions for 236 yards and he had 4 touchdowns.
Absolutely. Fantastic start to the season for Gabriel Manning. I'm sure that Tulsa's going to want to continue working with that. As we come out 1st and 10, Brown will drop back again here, looking. Throws over the middle, trying to find Manning again there, but the pass is broken up over the middle there by Motor City.
Yeah, if I was Motor City, I'd double team, triple team Manning. I mean, he had more receptions than the whole other receivers in the team last week on the first week one, so he is the main target.
Absolutely. Rest of this Desperados offense, Phoenix Jones and Deion James are the halfbacks, fullback Lawrence Bizarre, wide receivers Sonzo Robinson, Alexander West, Jay Viper, and Gabriel Manning, tight ends DJ Bandit and Marquise Sango, and guard Phoebe Collins on the offensive line. 2nd and 10. And Brown is going to pitch out left here. That's Jones, and he only gets 3 before Motor City brings him down.
They're doing a good job so far of containing Jones.
And it's a very hard thing to do considering he is a 2-time All-Star and a former Offensive Player of the Year back in season 17. He was a big part of Mexico City's rushing attack, and now he's been brought over here to Tulsa as Brown looks to throw. And he will find Gabriel Manning, but it looks like it's going to be just short. They'll spot him at 4th and inches.
Let's see if we get a challenge here.
Doesn't look like we will get a challenge, but the Tulsa offense is going to come out here on 4th and inches and try and convert.
Wow. This early in the game, I'm surprised.
It's a very aggressive choice, but a very heavy set for Tulsa here. And Phoenix Jones is not able to get it. Motor City stops that attempt there, and Tulsa's going to have to go away scoreless. The ball will turn back over to King Jackson.
And King McNeely came up with a huge stop right here for Motor City.
Absolutely. Fantastic play there, getting into the backfield very quickly. And now this ball comes back over to Motor City there. Might be counting their blessings ever so slightly after getting out of a 4th down conversion attempt there from Tulsa.
Yeah, and Tulsa may have been in field goal range too. I'm surprised.
It was probably quite close there as Motor City comes out with 4 receivers. And they'll hand the ball off. Oh, a fumble there. I believe, yes, indeed, Motor City did recover, thankfully, there. But certainly a heart-in-the-mouth moment there for Torneo Rivera.
He doesn't fumble that very often, but the ball was just stripped from him, and they're very lucky that somebody fell on it on the Motor City side.
Absolutely. A very good job there by number 64, Bill McMillan, there to fall on that one. And it means that Motor City gets to retain possession here, 2nd and 12, as Jackson lines up in the I formation. Another handoff here, and not much room there. Tulsa will stop him after gaining just about a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 11.
Motor City's been finding themselves a lot in this situation over the last 2 games, and they hit here again today. They're 3rd and long, forcing King Jackson to throw.
Rivera 3 carries and net 0 yards so far this game. Certainly not what the V8s want to see here, as a wide receiver will come in motion. That's number 13, Johan Sutherland, moving down to the right side of the formation. Jackson drops back. Looking, firing over the middle there. Ooh! And it's just dropped there. Almost an interception for Tulsa. That would be number 49, Travis Arthur, the free safety there. Almost getting a big, big interception.
They're very, very lucky because, I mean, he had both hands on that ball. I don't know how he didn't catch it. So here we have another punt.
Punt is away from Motor City. Another high one. Fair catch is going to be called, and Tulsa will receive the ball at the 40-yard line. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. As Tulsa will take over here. 1 back in the backfield, offset to the left here for Michael Brown. And they will hand the ball off. Phoenix Jones just barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like they will give him 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
Tulsa just, maintaining control here, taking their time and running their balanced offense.
Absolutely. It seems like they want to attack both through the ground and on the air so far tonight. Receiver in motion. That's Manning moving across left to right here. Brown fires early there, and it's caught over the middle. Tulsa will get a first down. That's number 82, DJ Bandit, the tight end for the Desperados, moving the chains.
Yeah, great little route there by Bandit. Found himself open in the middle of the field, in between their defenders. Great catch.
Absolutely. Let's introduce that Motor City defense while we have a little bit of time. On the defensive line, Dakota Butts, Maurice Williams, Doug Howard, and Mo Biggins. At linebackers, Rodney Panani and King McNeely. Cornerbacks, Sammy Seatbelt III, Terrence Pearson, and King Rashid. And as this play goes, it's an interception for Motor City! And number 44's got a long ways to go, but it looks like he might take it back. It's Nicholas Warner, and he's got an interception, pick 6. Motor City takes the lead. First touchdown of the game for the V8s.
Wow, what an errant throw by Michael Brown. He was just sitting there waiting for it. There was nobody in front of him. He was off to the races.
Absolutely. Nicholas Warner was camping on that route there from Robinson and just took it all the way to the house there. And Motor City, going from a position of not looking like they were able to do much offensively, the defense steps in and says, hey, we'll get you a touchdown, boys.
In their first game, their touchdown score was from a muff punt. Second game, they had, one touchdown by Zami, and now they have the defensive touchdown in this game.
One touchdown to go around for each phase of the game here as the extra point is good for Motor City. As we get back underway here, the first quarter is just about halfway over as Motor City will kick the ball back to Tulsa. It looks like we're going to have a return on our hands here. And just out past the 30, they'll spot him at the 32, and that's where Michael Brown will try and rebound from that interception there. Certainly not what you'd want to see from a quarterback who hasn't thrown an interception yet so far this season.
If you're Motor City, you're glad that Alex West was returning instead of Gabriel Manning, because Gabriel Manning is all dangerous when he returns the football.
Gabriel Manning, anytime he gets the ball in his hands, he is a threat to score immediately. As Brown will drop back here on 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket stands up well enough. And DJ Bandit not able to reel that one in. Looked like it might have bounced off his back slightly there. Just a little bit of miscommunication.
Definitely. The receiver was still running down the field, and the ball just hit the middle of the back. And the ball was thrown a little bit early because of the pressure by Motor City.
Certainly not what Michael Brown would want to try and get back into a rhythm after just throwing interception and a pick 6 to Motor City here. 2nd and 10. They will go to the air again here. Brown looking right, intercepted again, it's Warner! 2 in a row for Nicholas Warner, and he gets a second interception for the V8s, and they're set up in really good field position now to try and add to that lead.
Oh my gosh, Warner once again sitting on that route. I think it was, someone to the first play, he's just sitting there waiting for the ball.
Absolutely. Nicholas Warner ball hawking like a seasoned vet so far tonight for the V8s. That's his second interception, and now Motor City gets a chance to score pretty much immediately as they get the ball on Tulsa's 29-yard line here. King Jackson will be salivating at the thought of trying to put some more points on the board for Motor City. First and 10, and they'll run the ball. Bouncing onto the outside there, but not able to get much. They'll give 1 yard to Torneo Rivera there.
I thought he actually had something on the outside, but the great pursuit by the defense.
Certainly a very good pursuit there by Tulsa. Seems like they want to try and get some back for their own there, considering the success that Motor City's had so far on the defensive side of the ball. Jackson will go to the air here on 2nd and 9. Throwing over the middle of the field, and the pass is broken up there. The Tulsa safeties not allowing anything over there. That was Nate Heslip, the cornerback, actually, breaking that one up. 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that was a wise choice by Jackson. That was in triple coverage.
Indeed. The rest of this Desperados defense, Chris Andrews, Berto Demora, Mike Mello, and Jaden Swift on the defensive line. Linebackers, David Ware, Philadelphia Collins, and Tony Roberto. Cornerbacks, Nate Heslip, J-Rock, and Cameron Shaw. And safeties, Todd Rigsby, Travis Arthur, and Marco Swift make up the defense for the Desperados here as they look to hold Motor City on a 3rd and 9. Jackson takes the snap, steps back, scans the field, going deep, and he cannot connect with his receiver there. It's going to be 4th and 9. Just missed out on hitting Johan Sutherland for what looked like a possible touchdown right there.
Yeah, the pass was just a little too strong. It was completely where everybody's head. There's nobody in the end zone.
Well, that will bring out Caleb Richards, the kicker, to attempt a 46-yard field goal here. His 4th season in the league. He spent all 4 of them here in Detroit, and his kick is just barely good.
That was close.
Close, but it still counts for Motor City as they take a 10-0 lead against Tulsa here. And you have to assume that getting that kind of field position is really such a gift for this V8 offense, and they're managing to score with what the defense is giving them so far. So certainly a good start here, considering what Tulsa did to Carolina in Week 1.
Yeah. Especially with Motor City being a 10.5 point underdog in this game.
Absolutely. The kick will go deep here. Tulsa is going to return again. That'll be Alexander West once more. And breaks a tackle but cannot get it anywhere further than the 32-yard line as Michael Brown will lead this offense back out onto the field here.
Michael Brown needs to settle in, settle down, and forget about the interception that he threw earlier in the game and start moving the ball down the field.
Certainly a rough start to the game for Michael Brown. 3 of 8 for 28 yards and 2 interceptions, including a pick 6 so far is his stat line tonight. And I'm sure he'll want to get things under control and get this Desperados offense moving once again. First and 10. Motion from Tulsa. That's one of the wide receivers moving left to right there. Handoff is going to go to the outside here, breaking tackles. Phoenix Jones manages to get 8 yards there. A very nice run will set up 2nd and 2 for Tulsa.
A nice run by Jones on 1st down. Give you 2nd and 2. Your playbook's wide open at this point.
Absolutely, and considering the fact that they've been having their struggles moving through the air so far, Tulsa may look to try and keep it on the ground more as this drive develops. 2nd and 2 and a very heavy set here for Tulsa. And they will hand the ball off again. And that is Dion James fighting hard there, but not able to get to the 1st down marker. They'll give him 1 yard as we get 3rd and 1.
And Tulsa does have the 3 backs. They have the 2 halfbacks and the fullback, and they use all 3. So you never know what you're going to get as far as the run game goes.
Absolutely. You've got Phoenix Jones, the vet, and Dion James, the rookie, the number 7 overall pick in this last draft. 3rd and 1, another heavy set from Tulsa, and they're going to run the ball up the middle again, and Jones will get through. Fighting for more yardage on that right side there, and they'll move the chains as they approach midfield.
Yeah, Jones just going right up the gut, showing his power, dragging defenders with him, and getting the 1st down.
Some very nice blocking there from the fullbacks as well. That is Lars Bazar, number 40, setting a block for Phoenix Jones and allowing him to really get that 1st down yardage. Brown with an offset back to the left here as he steps under center. 1st and 10. They will pitch the ball outside here, but Dion James only able to get 1 yard there. Nice stop from the Motor City defense. That's Rodney Panani, the linebacker.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He's usually all over the field, so we'll probably hear his name called out a lot tonight.
Absolutely. These Motor City linebackers do like to fly all over the field and make all kinds of plays for their team as Tulsa will set up here in 2nd and 9, 1 back. And they will go to the air here. Michael Brown looking to throw over the middle, and it's caught by Gabriel Manning for a 1st down.
I guess that time Michael Brown just says, I'm going to throw it out there. Manning's out there somewhere. He'll catch it. That was some pretty good coverage.
And considering the fact that he's trying to rebound from some interceptions, I'm sure that he's going to be leaning on Gabriel Manning as much as he possibly can, considering his Hall of Fame pedigree. Tulsa in 1st and 10 here with an empty backfield. They're going to come out with 5 receivers. Michael Brown looking to go to the air again as he steps back here. Pumps, just able to avoid a sack there. He's going to take the check down. And Jones will get smacked there, but will pick up 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Good job at Brown not trying to force it, taking the check down, and gaining 9 yards. Not a bad play at all.
A very good play. It looked like he just managed to avoid a sack there from the Motor City defense, and I'm sure, considering the bad blood between those two parties, I'm sure that if they do manage to get their hands on Michael Brown, it's going to hurt quite a bit. Deion James not able to get too much of a push there. They'll give him some forward progress. Mark it 3rd and inches here for the Desperados offense.
Well, that time the defensive line got penetration, pushed the offensive lineman back, and he's got stuck back there behind him.
Certainly not what James was hoping for there. I'm sure he wanted to get that 1st down, but it's going to set up a very short 3rd and inches scenario here for Tulsa as they come out in a very heavy eye set. Motion across the formation here for Tulsa. That's DJ Bandit going across. They will run the ball up the middle. Jones fighting and fighting. He just manages to get it. The chain gang will give him that 1st down there, but it looked awfully close.
That was very close.
Very, very close indeed.
And we won't see a replay, so we'll never really know.
It does not seem like Motor City's interested in throwing a challenge flag, so Tulsa will get that 1st down. Tulsa building a nice drive here as Bandit goes in motion again across the formation. Brown to throw once more. Steps back in the pocket, fires over the middle, and finds Manning deep down the middle of the field there, and that'll set up the Desperados at 1st and goal.
Wow. I mean, the coverage couldn't have been any better. Something I can really say about it. Great route, great throw.
Oh, very tight window throw there from Michael Brown, and it looks like he's rebounding quite well from those interceptions that he's thrown so far in this game, and now looking to get Tulsa on the board as they come out in 1st and goal here. Strong I formation. They won't run the ball this time. Manning not able to reel that one in.
That's something you don't see very often. Gabriel Manning drop the ball.
Absolutely. Looked like a little bit of a possible missed landmark there from Michael Brown. It looked like he threw it just a little bit behind him there. But 2nd and goal for the Desperados now. Very stacked box here from the V8's defense as Brown will hand off to Jones, and he does not get much purchase at all there. Driven back by the V8's defense. That's Dakota Butts there on the tackle.
Yeah, interesting play call, and they threw the ball on 1st down and decided to run it on 2nd.
Absolutely. Through 1 here. Motor City taking a 10-0 lead against the Desperados. We'll be right back with you. And welcome back to Detroit, Michigan. Tulsa challenging on the edge of the red zone here, looking to punch the ball in, but it's going to be 3rd and goal for the Desperados. Brown sends a receiver in motion. That's Sanzo Robinson. We'll set up a 2-by-2 look here for the Desperados. All kinds of time in the pocket for Brown as he shuffles and finds Manning, breaks a tackle, and Manning is in to the end zone. Touchdown, Desperados, and they draw back within 1 score.
Oh my God, credit the O-line there, giving Michael Brown a week to throw that ball and finding Manning, and Manning just muscling his way into the end zone.
Absolutely. Fantastic effort from Gabriel Manning there to break the initial tackle and then dive into the end zone to get the Desperados on the board here. That's exactly what they need to rebound from a rather tough 1st quarter.
Yeah, and that drive was 12 plays, 68 yards, killed a 4 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock there.
Building a very long drive, the Desperados, as Takeda Yuki will tack on the extra point. It's a 10-7 ball game here for the Desperados just now as we enter the beginning of the 2nd quarter. Liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. As the Desperados will kick off here, and Motor City is going to receive and take it up about to the 35-yard line. Some nice starting field position here for King Jackson as he and the Motor City offense returns to the field. Rochelle, I'm curious, just looking at the stats here, it looks like King Jackson has thrown 4 passes so far in this game and completed none. 0 of 4. What do you think he's going to have to do to try and pick up his passing game a little bit here and help his team out?
Well, the last 2 games, his about 50% pass completion, so I'm not surprised. It's about normal. These guys do better. They've got to find open receivers.
Things to improve on for Jackson here. 1st and 10. Split backs in the set. And they will hand the ball off up the middle there, but not much found for Christopher Dean, the fullback there. It'll be 2nd and 9 as Tony Roberto, the linebacker, blows that one up pretty early on.
Yep, and they're not doing a good job of establishing the run game so far.
And has been very tough sledding. Rivera, 4 attempts for only 1 yard, and Dean has 2 for 3 yards so far for the Motor City offense. 2nd down, another run there, pitch out, and again, Rivera will only get 1 yard.
So again, once again, they find themselves 3rd and 8, forcing King Jackson to pass once again.
Another long 3rd down situation. Certainly not what Motor City's been looking for, considering King Jackson's record so far this game, but 3rd down. Trips to the left as Jackson will roll out right. Looking on that right side there and unable to find his receiver. He was looking down the right sideline there for Guy Clausen, but not able to connect with him as Cameron Shaw breaks that one up.
Yeah, they had 2 defenders there. One, they were back-to-back in front of the receiver. There was no way that ball was getting to him. So another 3rd now here. This is the 3rd for Motor City.
Certainly some tough sledding for the V8's offense as they will punt the ball off again here. No fair catch this time for Tulsa as they receive the punt there, and Gabriel Manning trying to make something happen and will manage to get up to the 45 as Michael Brown will lead that offense back out onto the field. 7 of 13 for 78 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions so far for Michael Brown. Certainly not the same stat line that he put up in week 1 against the Skyhawks, but considering that they managed to build quite a long, sustained drive last drive and capped it off with a touchdown, it looks like he's rebounding to form.
Maybe the week off, maybe he got a little relaxed.
No running backs in the backfield here for Brown on 1st and 10. Drops back, pressure coming, but he will get it out there. And Gabriel Manning on the left side breaks a tackle and is going down the sideline. Nice spin move. And he will get across midfield there. And in one play, Tulsa moves from their own 25 across midfield and now down to the Motor City 45-yard line.
It's just impossible to guard that man, especially when he can make a running back move and do a spin move on you and break tackles. It's amazing to watch him out there.
Absolutely. King Rashid there trying to do his best job of keeping him contained, but so far Gabriel Manning has started off very hot. 6 receptions, 87 yards for him already. Dropping back to pass again here, looking to that left side again, and Manning again gets found, and he'll get 8 yards this time. Not as much as last, but still a very good play there for the Desperados offense.
I mean, Manning's just put on a wide receiver clinic out here. Run the route, get open, catch the pass.
He has been an absolute fireworks show both of the games that he's played so far this season, as Tulsa will come out in a very heavy set. 2nd and 2 here. Pitch will go right. Jones breaking 1 tackle, but not able to break a second one. And they'll lose a couple yards there. Give him 3rd and 4.
Once again, Nicholas Warner on the stop. He's been all over the field.
It does feel like we've been calling Nicholas Warner's name very often so far tonight, and with very good reason. 2 interceptions and 5 tackles already for him. He's doing a fantastic job at that safety position. It's 3rd and 4 for Tulsa. Brown drops back, looking left yet again, and Manning found again. And he manages to reel that one in And they'll move the chains for Tulsa, getting into scoring position again here.
That Brown, the Manning connection sure is working here on these last 2 drives.
Absolutely. Another very good completion there. And like we mentioned, throwing 2 interceptions on back-to-back drives, you know, got to settle down and find the guy that you know is the most reliable. And obviously for Tulsa, that happens to be Hall of Famer Gabriel Manning, number 18. Brown stepping back again here, surveying the field, fires over the middle towards the end zone.
Ooh.
And we've got laundry, folks. Looks like it's going to be a pass interference on Motor City in the end zone.
That's worst case scenario for Motor City.
Absolutely. Kane Vasquez getting tagged there by the referees for that one. Just a little bit too handsy with DJ Bandit there in the end zone, and it looks like Tulsa's going to have a very easy opportunity to score another touchdown here as they set up shop on the 1-yard line. Only one receiver split out wide here for Tulsa, and they'll move him in motion. That's the tight end DJ Bandit going to the top of your screen. Brown will pass here, and he takes a shot there from Motor City. Rodney Panani gets in the backfield again, and Michael Brown, the play calling possibly a little bit too cute there from the Desperados, and Brown pays the price.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the game, Motor City's got to put pressure on Brown. I mean, Tulsa's O-line's been doing a great job so far, but nice job of pushing them back 4 yards right at the end zone.
Certainly doesn't look like there's any love lost there between the Motor City players and Michael Brown. As they will hand it off here on 2nd down. Deion James able to roll over and get maybe a yard here, but it's going to be 3rd and goal for the Desperados.
And see if MCB can come up with another big stop here on the goal line, force Tulsa kicking a field goal. It'd be a win for them.
Absolutely. If you can limit a team that gets down to the 1-yard line to just a field goal, you have to consider that a very big win. As Tulsa will pass here on 3rd down. Gabriel Manning wide open in the back of the end zone there. Touchdown, Desperados. And they're going to take the lead on Motor City here in Detroit.
And Gabriel Manning just ran the perfect route there. Found himself wide open, the back of the end zone. Perfect pass by Brown. Add another 6 points to the board.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and already approaching double-digit receptions so far, Gabriel Manning. Really continuing that hot streak that he started in Week 1 against the Skyhawks, where he had over 250 yards receiving.
He's at 115 already today, so...
Picking up exactly where he left off as Takeda Yuki will nail on the extra point here, 14-10 for the Desperados as they take a lead over the V8s. And it remains to be seen how well the Motor City offense is going to be able to move the ball, considering King Jackson is still yet to complete a pass as we move into the midst of the 2nd quarter here. As the kickoff is returned to the 35-yard line. And we'll head you all back to SFL headquarters. Commissioner Cameron Irvine with a game break. Cam, what have you got for us?
Thank you, Brandon. Well, Canton dominated Baltimore in the first half to the tune of 17-0, but watch the play Jack Wigmore makes here on 3rd and goal. Avoids a sack and finds David Anderson in the back of the end zone. The Vultures have life after the halftime break. 17-7 Classics in the 3rd. Back to you.
Thank you, Cam. Some great tenacity there from Jack Wigmore as we return to Detroit. And that handoff is going to get 5 yards for Christopher Dean, the fullback.
I mean, they just doubled their yards on the day with that 5-yard pickup there.
Certainly the rushing offense for the V8s has been stuck in mud so far tonight, but it looks like they're going to try and rectify that now. 3 backs in the backfield in a very heavy power I formation here. And they will hand the ball off up the middle. Jones close to the 1st down marker, but they'll mark it 3rd and 2. Actually, that's Rivera, excuse me.
And Motor City right here is looking for their first down of the game.
First down of the game as we approach the midpoint of the 2nd quarter here really says all that needs to be said so far about the Motor City offense, or lack thereof as it is. But another strong I formation coming out here for the V8s, and they will take the rock up the middle. Dean will get that first down and breaks a tackle here, going down the left sideline. He's got lots of room and will manage a very, very nice gain there. And for a rushing offense that has been absolutely stuck in mud to start off this game, there's a very big explosion of offense.
And David Ware seems very upset there, working on the sideline. A nice job of just breaking tackles, getting to the sideline and just powering up.
Absolutely. Dean with a very, very nice carry there. And typically you don't look to your fullback to be sparking those kind of long runs, but I suppose Motor City will take what they can get at this point. Split back set now for the V8s as they have crossed midfield. Jackson will keep it, rolling left, looking down the middle of the field there. Dangerous pass, bouncing around. Desperados not able to intercept it, but it is very close there. Tony Roberto is going to be credited with the breakup on that one.
A great job by the defense again. Another errant throw by King Jackson. Ugh, throwing it right to the defenders.
Seems like he's not able to find any open wide receivers. Everything has been covered very well by the Desperados defense so far tonight. 2nd and 10 now for Jackson. Draw play here for the V8s.
Ooh.
And Rivera will get a few yards before getting popped there. They'll mark him 3rd and 7 for Motor City.
And David Ware woke up this morning and chose violence with a big hit.
Seemed like he's channeling that frustration from that earlier play with Dean into a big hit there on Rivera, for sure. Trips line up here for Motor City on that right side. Jackson rolls out again to that left side, looking middle again, and will complete his first pass of the game there. And another broken tackle as Motor City will move down to around the 20-yard line. That is the tight end, number 45, Julian Gusters, there on the reception.
Was that his first completion?
According to my stat sheet, yes, it was.
What a big one. And a great time.
Indeed. Seems like the 7th time is the charm for King Jackson. 1 for 7 now so far in this game. So hopefully that will spark some life in this Motor City passing attack as we move to 1st and 10. The V8s in a scoring position here, looking to possibly bring this game back as Jackson will hand off. And not much doing there on the ground game. They'll mark him back at the line of scrimmage. It looked like he might have lost one.
And Tony Roberto says, no, not today.
Another split back set here for the V8s. Jackson under center. And he will hand the ball off again to Dean. Dean not able to get much going there either. They will once again mark him at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd and 10 for Motor City.
You know, force King Jackson to throw the ball once again. He needs to settle down and just forget those long passes. You only need 10 yards here.
He's got 4 receivers out wide here. Plenty of targets to choose from. As he drops back here. Looking down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted by Tulsa. And they will return that one to about the 12-yard line there. Absolutely not what you wanted to see from King Jackson there. A very unfortunate interception there for Marco Swift for the Desperados.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Marco Swift just sat there waiting for the ball, read the quarterback's eyes the whole way.
Certainly an unfortunate turnover in that area of the field there. Looked like Motor City was going to be good for at least a field goal, and instead they come away with nothing due to that turnover. And now Tulsa will get the ball back on offense here with a good chunk of time and all 3 timeouts to try and move down the field and make this potentially the last drive of the half. First and 10, Brown will hand off up the middle there, but Phoenix Jones not able to find much. They'll give him 1 yard. That's Nicholas Warner again on the tackle there. All over the shop for this Motor City defense.
That's Phoenix Jones' 10th carry of the game. He only has 23 yards.
Motor City has done a very good job of limiting the rushing attack for Tulsa so far tonight, but looks like they're not going to have to worry about that at all on this 2nd down play here. No backs in the backfield for Tulsa. Brown steps back under pressure, fires over the middle there, not able to find a receiver. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for Tulsa now. Motor City gets another breakup on the pass there.
Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 going the other way.
Certainly looked like an errant throw there, a little bit low from the wide receiver and possibly a little bit behind as well. Michael Brown will want to erase that one from his memory very quickly and get back to the form that he's shown throughout this second quarter so far. 3rd down and 9 as he will drop back in the pocket here. Pocket collapsing. He'll sidearm one out deep there over the middle of the field, but not able to find his intended receiver. That was number 15, Jay Viper there. Pass broken up by Motor City, and they will get the ball back just in front of this 2-minute warning.
That was just an awkward throw. His body was all kinds of contorted. I'm surprised he didn't get that pass off.
Absolutely, but very good pressure there from the V8's defense to force that pocket to collapse very early and get Michael Brown on the move quick. Itachi Yuki, the punter here. And we'll punt this one away. Does not seem to have too much distance on it, and they will take a fair catch still inside Desperado territory at the 43-yard line as King Jackson will lead the offense back out again. And Rochelle, at this point, I think, you really got to expect something from your offense here. Jackson and the running game both have struggled so far to get any kind of traction against this Desperados defense.
Yeah, I mean, you're only down by 4 points, believe it or not. You have 2 minutes, all 3 timeouts, and you have great field position to start this drive off.
Jackson will roll out to the right there, pressure in his face, but he does manage to complete the pass there. And we'll get a 2nd and 3 there. Completed to Shane Kaufman, number 80, as we reach the 2-minute warning here. 2 minutes left in this first half. Motor City trailing by 4 to Tulsa, but looking to put a drive together to score some points. Welcome back to Detroit. Another heavy run formation here for Motor City. And they will hand the ball off up the middle. Christopher Dean fighting for yards there. Doesn't get too much. They'll mark him at a 3rd and 2.
I mean, if you look at the Motor City's offensive breakdown, I mean, they have 3 tight ends, 2 halfbacks. They're built to run the ball. They just can't establish the run game.
Seems like they want to try and run the ball down Tulsa's throat, but they're just not able to get really any traction going here as they hand the ball off again on 3rd down. And again, not much going there for Christopher Dean. He will lose a few yards there. Tulsa with another really good defensive stop as the clock will continue to run.
And they're out of field goal range to be forced to punt here.
It seems like they're going to keep the offense out on the field here for this 4th and 4. Jackson in the shotgun formation, 4 receivers and a back. A very quick snap here from Motor City as they pass left and not able to complete the pass there. Tulsa stands up strong on a 4th down conversion there, and we'll get the ball back with 1:09 to go in this first half.
That was very aggressive by the Motor City offense, who hasn't been performing that well.
Absolutely. Azami Mihata was the target there, but the tight end not able to reel that pass in from King Jackson. And now Tulsa will have a chance to move down the field and score some points of their own here. They've got all 3 timeouts and 1:09 to work with as Michael Brown will sit under center, trips to the right. They will run the ball. Phoenix Jones off to the left side there.
Ooh.
Takes a shot, but gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7. And they will let the clock run here, so it looks like they're not too urgently trying to move down the field here, Rochelle.
Unless they have a big play, I don't think they're going to stop the clock. I think they're happy just going to halftime with a lead.
Certainly seems that way as they come out in another very run-heavy formation, but Brown will pass, steps back in the pocket, and not able to find his target there, going across his body. Marquise Sango not able to reel that one in. Third and 7 now for the Desperados offense as they come out. 45 seconds left in this first half here. Trips left for Michael Brown. Pass across the middle there, caught by Gabriel Manning, and he will drag a Motor City V8's defender down across midfield.
And there is a big play I was talking about to get this timeout called.
Absolutely. So momentum on the Desperados side now as they use that first timeout here. And coming out in an empty backfield yet again from Michael Brown. Looks like they want to press their advantage. Pocket holds up. Going for a short pass there. Not able to find Phoenix Jones. 2nd and 10.
Good coverage there by the defense. They were all over Jones that time.
Absolutely. It looks like when they come out in those empty backfield formations, they actually have Phoenix Jones operating in that tight end slot there set up on the line. So looks like they want to try and get some more speed involved from that kind of position as they come out once again in an empty backfield. Jones will move in motion in a wide receiver position this time and set up 3 on the left. Another quick pass there, but this one's caught and very, very close to a first down. They'll give him 3rd and inches for Jay Viper there on that reception.
I'm not sure the defense thought there. I mean, they had too many people in the box. I think they're going to run the ball. Instead, the middle of the field was wide open.
Certainly questionable considering there was an empty backfield there. I don't necessarily foresee Michael Brown taking a quarterback sneak, but this formation looks much more run-oriented, coming out in the 2 tight end set here. And they will motion Manning over to that right side of the formation here. Third and inches. Brown will pass. Another quick pass there and caught on that right side. DJ Bandit there with his 2nd reception of the night. And Tulsa will call their final timeout of the half.
Still plenty of time here for Tulsa to score.
Absolutely. They've got about 25, maybe 30 seconds to work with at this point. No timeouts, but you certainly have time to complete 1 or 2 passes inbounds. Brown will drop back again. Trying to find a receiver over the middle there, but just sails the pass. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And that ball is just way overthrown.
Unfortunate mishap for Michael Brown there, but he'll look to shake it off. Still 22 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter here. 2nd and 10 from the Motor City 28-yard line. As Brown will send a receiver in motion. That's Viper moving to the left side. Brown looking middle again, trying to find Viper once more, but not able to reel it in there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 as this Motor City defense continues to break up passes over the middle.
Well, if you're Tulsa, I mean, you're in field goal range. I wouldn't force anything here if I was Michael Brown.
Certainly seems like taking the points might be a good course of action here, considering it would put you up an even 7 points here, as Michael Brown will drop back on 3rd and 10. And that's an interception! Another one thrown to the Motor City defense, and this one goes to Kaufman, who gets Michael Brown's 3rd interception so far tonight. A very, very uncharacteristic performance from the Desperados quarterback.
Yeah, he was so clean week 1. He had 0 interceptions, 0 sacks.
Certainly not what any of us expected here, but considering the history between Michael Brown and this Motor City franchise, it looks like that defense might just be playing with a little bit more fire tonight. That'll be Mark Kaufman's 1st interception of the game to join the 2 had earlier by Nicholas Warner. As the V8s will get the ball back on their own 10-yard line, and we'll hand the ball off to Rivera, who's not able to get anything there, and it looks like we will be heading into halftime with a score as is. And indeed, seems like we're going to get a timeout here from Motor City with exactly 1 second left on the clock.
Okay, that's very, very strange.
As Jackson will come out in the gun here, 4 receivers. Looks like they may try and take a shot deep, maybe just to bolster his confidence going into those halftime locker rooms here. Jackson drops back, launches down that right sideline, and that's intercepted for Tulsa. And a pretty worthless turnover at the end of the first half here as Marco Swift gets his 2nd interception of the night.
If I was Jackson, I'd be kind of upset now to have an interception for no reason.
Certainly not going to look too good on his stat sheet And he might have some words for his coaches headed into the halftime locker rooms here in Detroit. As that brings an end to the first half here, Tulsa leads Motor City 14-10 as we go into the locker rooms. And Rochelle, both quarterbacks struggling so far tonight. Michael Brown with 3 interceptions and Kings Jackson with 2 of his own. And Jackson has only managed to complete 2 of his 11 passes so far. Well, how do you foresee this second half going in terms of trying to fix these throwing offenses?
I have no idea. All I know is the score is 14-10.5. Motor City is a total of 56 yards. So if you weren't watching this game, you would never understand how Motor City had 10 points.
Certainly, it seems like they have struggled to move the ball in any capacity. Rivera has 8 attempts on the ground for 8 yards. Dean has been the most effective runner with 7 of his own for 24 yards so far tonight. But really, the Motor City offense seems to be absolutely stuck in mud so far tonight, not really able to get anything going. As we get a look at Gabriel Manning on the sidelines, they're certainly my player of the half so far. 10 catches on 13 targets for a total of 130 yards and 2 touchdowns, continuing that great work that he started in Week 1 against Carolina.
Yeah, Motor City's defense is just keeping them in this game.
Absolutely. It still remains close, though. 14-10. Tulsa leads Motor City, and they will get the halftime kickoff here. The second half is underway as the kick goes to the 10-yard line, and Tulsa will again try and return this ball. It looks like we're going to have a penalty flag flying here on the return.
Ooh, laundry.
That'll be a clipping call. It'll be a clipping call on wide receiver Justin Skaggs for Tulsa, and that'll set them back at their own 18-yard line here as Michael Brown comes back out on the field. And looking at that team stats, Rochelle, it does certainly seem like it's been a very one-sided game. I don't think most people would expect the score to still be as close as it is.
Definitely not.
Brown will hand off here on this first play, and Phoenix Jones managing to find some room. And it looks like we've got an injury. It looks like that's Mark Kaufman for Motor City down on the turf here.
That's not good for Motor City at all.
Absolutely not. Mark Kaufman got that 3rd interception on Michael Brown towards the end of that second quarter there, so certainly not something that the V8s would want to see as he heads off the field here, and we wish him all the best as we return for a 2nd and 3.
This is walking off on his own accord with no help there, so that's hopeful.
Absolutely. It's a very encouraging sight to see for sure as Tulsa comes out in a very, very heavy set here. Motor City stacking the box as they should. And Tulsa will pitch it out left here, and it looks like Jones has some running room, gets the first down and breaking a few tackles as he gets past the 30-yard line and move the chains for the Desperados.
What a great block he had by the line of scrimmage to set them free.
Absolutely. Had a convoy of blockers
Number
there.
40, number 69.
Some fantastic work. Phoebe Collins, the guard there, blazing a path there for Phoenix Jones. And they will hand the ball off again here, and Deion James pulling a defender with him, and they'll give him 6 yards, 2nd and 4 for Tulsa as they continue to run the ball here so far to start out this half.
Well, the first half Michael Brown had, I think, you know, 3 interceptions. You got to start limiting those. Maybe the run game will pick it up.
Also coming out on another pitch set here to the left side. And once again, Phoenix Jones manages to find the gap and getting a very, very nice gain there as the Tulsa running back. And he's starting to warm up here in this second half for sure.
He's getting great blocking up front. He's just getting free. Number 69, number 40. Lawrence Bazar, great job there. Gets to the outside and just picks up a bunch of yards.
Collins again leading a convoy of Tulsa blockers down the field there. And it looks like Motor City's starting to struggle with these outside pitches, Rochelle.
Yeah, it seems to be working for Tulsa, and I keep using them.
Phoenix Jones at the half-century mark on 14 carries now as Tulsa sets up right on that midfield logo, 1st and 10. Brown will drop back to pass this time. First pass of the drive. Looking left there, trying to find Gabriel Manning, but not able to get it into the double coverage there that Motor City was blanketing him with.
It's probably the only way you're going to stop me is to double cover him, triple cover him, hit him hard right when he catches the ball. You have to do something.
You certainly do have to do something considering Gabriel Manning's talent and the stat line that he's put up so far this game. I think they're really going to need to limit his impact if they want to have a chance to really stay in this one. At 2nd and 10, Brown will drop back under a little bit of pressure, but manages to get that one out. DJ Bandit not able to reel that one in. And it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Desperados here. 2 incomplete passes in a row.
It's like, Motor City made some changes on defense in the halftime break. Their defensive secondary looks really good right now.
Absolutely. It remains to be seen how long they can keep this up, but so far they're doing a very good job of limiting this passing attack as Brown will come out in an empty set and have 5 wide receivers motioning Phoenix Jones over to that left side. Motor City presenting a man front here. Brown finds Gabriel Manning there, who breaks a tackle and brings it down to the 30-yard line. And a great pass there on 3rd down to keep those chains moving and keep this drive alive for Michael Brown.
Manning just found himself behind their secondary just a little bit. Perfect pass, caught him in stride. He just broke the tackle there, and he's almost impossible to guard.
And it shows in his stat line, 11 of 15 for 155 receiving yards so far tonight. Gabriel Manning is well on his way to another fantastic game so far tonight. As we take a look at the 3rd down efficiency stats, seems like Tulsa has been much more efficient in those 3rd down situations than Motor City. As Brown will drop back again and find DJ Bandit there, but not much doing. He'll only get 1 yard on the reception.
Yeah, and then dumped it off over there, and the defender was right there with him.
And it seems like the coverage has definitely been tighter on this drive so far, Rochelle. It seems like the corners are doing a pretty good job blanketing everyone. And although Gabriel Manning still seems pretty effective here, Motor City sending some pressure. Gabriel Manning found again on that left side. Michael Brown floats it in there, and another 1st down as they get into the red zone.
Gabriel Manning just runs the perfect route. It makes himself available, makes himself open, and then you hit him right in stride, and perfect play.
Absolutely. Looks like Gabriel Manning is trying to get that 3rd touchdown on the board and get himself a hat trick here tonight against Motor City.
They don't call him Money Manning for no reason.
Absolutely. He's earning the value of his contract for sure tonight. That's for certain, as Michael Brown will come out in another empty backfield formation. Bandit moves across the line and will set up on that right side. 1st and 10, dropping back, looking to the middle, and finds Manning again, who breaks a tackle, gets just across the chain line there, and will set up Tulsa again from the 1-yard line here. 1st and goal.
This is a great, impressive drive by Tulsa here, featuring Manning for the most part.
It has essentially been all Gabriel Manning since about the 30-yard line of Tulsa. They've been moving it down the field exclusively off of his catches there. Running the ball on 1st down and absolutely blown up in the backfield. Phoenix Jones can't get anything going there as Maurice Williams blows that one up, and it looks like, unfortunately, Phoenix Jones is down for Tulsa.
That could be detrimental to this Tulsa offense.
Absolutely. Certainly going to be relying a lot more on the rookie Deion James now, as Phoenix Jones will exit the game with some sort of injury. I hope that he is okay as well. We may get word on whether or not he will be back soon. In the meantime, 2nd and goal here. Jones lost 1 yard on that carry, 1st and goal, so there'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line here for Tulsa.
We can give the rookie a shot here.
And they'll pitch it out left, and James will walk into the end zone for his 1st touchdown of his career. Keep that ball, son. You're going to want that one for the rest of your life, as Tulsa will take the lead and extend it against Motor City.
Wow, I think Motor City was looking to run up the middle, did a little toss play to James on the outside, and he was wide. I mean, there was nobody in front of him. Great blocking there by the guards.
Just seemed like the perfect play call there for the Desperados. Motor City did not seem to expect that toss at all there, and Deion James is able to walk that one in for a touchdown, as Tulsa will set up for the extra point try here and look to move up 21-10 on the V8s. And Takeda Yuki will tack on that extra point and make it a 21-10 ball game here. 12-play, 83-yard drive that eats over 3 minutes of time off the clock, Rochelle.
If I was Tulsa, I would just keep doing the methodical drives, eating the clock.
Absolutely. Have you ever wanted to be a play-by-play or analyst broadcaster? We are looking for passionate SFL participants or viewers like you to join the team for the next minor league season kicking off in just a few months. Please visit simulationfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and get your voice on the call. And for Motor City coming back out now with this offense, an offense that has struggled very mightily so far this game. You have to look to King Jackson to really try and get things moving here. Do you think that there's a particular target he's going to try and lean on to get this passing attack moving?
Mostly like their tight ends. I'd be looking for like Azami Mahada maybe, or Phil Koss.
Phil Koss has not been targeted yet so far this game. Mihata has had 3 balls come his way, but has been unable to reel any of them in as they'll go with a draw play here on first down and get a decent amount of yardage. That's 5 yards for Rivera there on the ground.
Seems like they're sticking to their run game, which they like to do in Motor City.
Absolutely, and it's certainly been the more fruitful way for them to move the ball so far this game as they come out in another very heavy backfield formation here. 2nd and 5, and they'll go up the middle. Christopher Dean only able to get about 2 yards there. They'll mark him at a 3rd and 3 as Arthur makes the stop.
And linebackers, I mean, they're playing a 4-3 defense. Linebackers are staying home, plugging up the holes.
Third down and 3 for this V8 offense that needs to get some kind of spark here as they come out in another very heavy run formation. And they will once again run the ball here. And some room there for Rivera on the left side as he manages to get past the chains and get out to about the 30-yard line.
Great job by Rivera, noticing there's nothing up the middle, bouncing to the outside. Great blocking there by number 81, Phil Koss.
Absolutely. Toroneo Rivera, just now managing to break double digits so far this game. He's had 10 carries for 21 yards so far this game. Certainly has been tough sledding for him as well as Christopher Dean. As they set up first down and 10 here. And we'll go back to the ground here. Ooh, massive hit laid there by David Ware, the linebacker for Tulsa. And they'll get 3 yards there on the carry.
I told you earlier, he woke up and chose violence. Second big hit of the game. Woo.
Certainly has been laying the wood across the middle of the field there. That was Antoine Smith on the carry. And I am wondering, we have not seen BB Blitz so far this game for Motor City. As Rivera will get a carry again there. Nothing doing. 3rd and 7 as Arthur will lock him down once again. No gain.
Travis Arthur, calling his game now a lot now.
Absolutely. That'll be his 4th tackle so far of this game. Certainly rising up in the stat sheet over these last couple of drives here. 3rd and 7. You have to assume Jackson will go to the air. He will. Steps back in the pocket. Has some time. Fires deep over the middle there and has a receiver. Caught down around the 30-yard line of Tulsa. That is Azami Mahata, the tight end. Finally manages to get one. That'll be his first reception on his 4th target so far in this game.
Great job by Jackson. The offensive line game plenty of time. Double coverage, the ball thrown perfectly.
Absolutely. That's just the kind of spark that this passing attack needs. That will be King Jackson's 3rd completed pass on 12 attempts so far this game. He's just eclipsed 50 yards passing. As they will go back to the draw play here, and Rivera buried in the backfield just manages to get back to the line of scrimmage there, but Tony Roberto meets him very quickly.
Definitely. And at this point in the game, you have to rely on Jackson to throw the ball.
They'll run the ball on the ground here on a 2nd down, and Rivera will get some good yardage up the middle there, set up a 3rd down and 4 as they creep into scoring range.
But once again, they're forcing Motor City to pass the ball.
Certainly seems like this would be about the time that they would try and throw the ball, as they've got trips to the top side of your screen here. Jackson will set up under center. Will roll out left. Looking over the middle again and finds his target once again here. That's Phil Koss's first reception of the night on his first target. And finding the tight ends again, Motor City and King Jackson moving down the field here. We've got a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Motor City likes their tight ends. They have 3 of them.
Certainly a team that relies on their tight ends more so than most other teams in the SFL. And it seems like so far this drive they are doing very good work, as Jackson will set up in the shotgun formation, a back on either side. And they will throw, but the ball is tipped there at the line and not able to get to its intended target. That is Chris Andrews, the defensive end, getting a hand on that one.
And you get your big guys up front, get your hands up.
Second and goal now for the V8. It's a pretty heavy box from the Desperados defense here. Jackson will pass over the middle. One-handed catch, excuse me. That's a fantastic catch there from Christopher Dean coming out of the backfield.
That was an awesome play. I'm not even sure how he caught it. That was crazy.
And that'll be the nice hands catch of the game, brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23, as Motor City sets up 3rd and goal here in a very run-heavy formation. Tulsa stacking the box, anticipating a run. It will be Dean who takes the ball on the left side and scores a touchdown. Motor City getting on the board here and closing this game up.
And for their record, I think that's Motor City's first touchdown of the season from their offense.
Certainly one of a very few numbers here. Motor City has had some issues scoring on their offense throughout these first few games of the season, but not that time, as Christopher Dean manages to break the plane here, and pending the extra point, it will be a 4-point game.
And that time, it's a nice long drive, 12 plays, 75 yards, 4 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock.
Absolutely. Building a very, very nice drive there. Over 4 minutes taken off the clock here for Motor City, as they will look to send the ball back over to Tulsa. Tulsa team which managed to move the ball very well on their last drive, Rochelle.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're Motor City, the object of the game is to keep Tulsa's offense off the field. So you need to keep these long, sustained drives. You're better off.
Alexander West on the kickoff return here, and we'll get a decent amount of room moving up to the 37-yard line. A very nice return from Alex West, as Michael Brown and the Desperados offense will come back out onto the field here, looking to protect their slim lead.
Tulsa has actually had some pretty decent field position all night, so.
They certainly have. That's what you get when you force Motor City into a bunch of punts deep in their own territory. They will certainly look to capitalize on that field position on this drive here, as we get another stat window look here. And Tulsa absolutely dominating most of the statistical category. 16-5 first downs gained, and over 200 passing yards from Michael Brown compared to just 73 from King Jackson.
And it's only a 4-point game, believe it or not.
Brown will take the snap here and look to throw. The pocket holds up over the middle there. A very nice catch from Jay Viper will move the Desperados up to about midfield.
Nice play. Someone who isn't Manning.
And that is certainly a rarity. It feels like we've been calling only Gabriel Manning's name all night when it comes to these passes. DJ Bandit has also been relatively involved with 7 targets, but other than that, it has been the Gabriel Manning show through the air so far tonight. It is no secret who Michael Brown relies on to move the ball through the air. As he will step back and throw again here, and there is DJ Bandit once again moving the chains. Another first down for Tulsa.
Yeah, that's DJ Bandit's 4th reception of the night. Great route.
Certainly has been a very good secondary option for Michael Brown. If Gabriel Manning is covered, it seems like he looks for DJ Bandit more often than not. As we get a look at Brown's passing statistics here, only 15 yards gained on that right side. It looks like they're targeting that middle and left side very hard here with the passing attack for the Desperados so far tonight. And they've got trips on that left side. Looking over the middle again and finding a receiver. Michael Brown moving down to the 15-yard line. That's Sonzo Robinson, the longtime number 2 here in Tulsa.
That's his. Welcome to the stat sheet, Mr. Robinson. That's his first reception of the night also.
Absolutely, and it's very deserved for him. He's been in the league for 12 seasons now and has spent every single one of those 12 seasons here in Tulsa.
He used to be a running back, believe it or not.
Well, he's showing off his very nice hands so far here tonight with that catch. Only his first one, but a very nice one indeed, as they will set up in the I formation here, 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Brown looking to pass again over the middle once more, and Manning found again there, and it'll be another 1st and goal for this Desperados offense.
And Manning's still finding a way to find himself open in the middle of the field. Wide open.
And again, it looked like they might have had some double coverage going on there. There was a corner and a safety in the vicinity of Gabriel Manning, but neither of them able to break up that pass as he approaches 200 yards once again on this game here, looking to get back up to that 200-yard mark that he reached in week 1. Brown will throw again here on 1st and goal. Oh, just manages to get the throw out there and avoid a sack, but takes a hit there from the Motor City defense. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, smart move, getting rid of the ball, avoiding the sack.
And you have to wonder, with Phoenix James still potentially out, I wonder how much that's affecting their play calling here in terms of their run-pass balance as they come out in a stacked I formation here, 2nd and goal from the 3.5-yard line. They will hand the ball off, and Deion James will get his 2nd touchdown of the game and will extend this lead out once again over Motor City there, just trying to keep some distance between the Desperados and the V8s.
Give credit to the O-line and its blockers as he walked into that end zone untouched. Look at that. Number 82 with a big block there, too. DJ Bandit.
The 2nd time now that Deion James has been able to walk into the end zone untouched here. He's got 8 carries for only about 18 yards, but 2 touchdowns on those carries, meaning that he is providing quite a lot of value, even though the yards aren't necessarily there. As Takeda Yuki will tack on the extra point right at the end of the 3rd quarter here and make it 28-17 for the Desperados.
Impressive drive by Tulsa. Short drive.
A very short drive, and you might wonder at some point if they're going to try and start milking that clock a little bit to just make sure that Motor City doesn't have nearly as much of a chance to bring this game back. As the return will come out of the end zone here. Ooh! Oh, breaking a tackle there. Getting down that right sideline and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A very nice return from Johan Sutherland for the V8s there, and getting some nice field position.
Great return. Maybe get some momentum going MCV's way. Nice stiff arm. Ooh.
Really showcasing some of that power there on that return. And certainly some good field position to work with here for King Jackson, who managed to get into a little bit more of a rhythm coming out of that last drive here. It remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be able to continue moving the ball down the field as well as he was on that last drive, but certainly things starting to look up for the quarterback. First down, and they'll go back to that draw here, and Rivera met pretty quickly there, but will roll over and manage to pick up 3 yards. That was David Ware once again meeting Rivera very quickly there.
And David Ware has been best friends with Rivera all night long.
3 quarters in the books here, and Tulsa still holding a lead over Motor City, 28-17. This one might be going down to the wire, but get your 4s up in the chat, everyone.
The of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Welcome back to Detroit. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. As Rivera gets a very nice run there out on that right side, managing to pick up a first down for Motor City.
And good job by Rivera going to the outside, shedding a few tackles, using his arm, staying in bounds.
Absolutely, and getting those tough yards there, you know, really not afraid to shy away from any kind of contact there. He wants to get those yards no matter what. 1st and 10 here, just on the midfield logo. Split back set here for Motor City. Jackson will hand the ball off up the middle, and Dean manages to get a few yards. They'll give him 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the V8s.
They can continue the run game getting 3 or 4 yards at a time. This may work for them.
Absolutely, but at this point, you have to start looking at that clock. You know, 9 minutes. I think you're going to be relying on your defense to get some rather quick stops, and considering how well Tulsa's been moving the ball this half, it might be a tough ask, as they will hand the ball. Oh, no, they will.
Oh, no.
Play action. And Jackson going deep there, not able to find a receiver, but there will be some laundry on the field. It looks like it's going to be a pass interference call on the Desperados.
Wow.
That's Cameron Shaw getting dinged there by the official for pass interference well down the field. Looked like he was trying to find number 80, Shane Kaufman. And really very close there. Kind of rubbing
Have a
up
bang-bang play.
Yeah, all over each other, though.
But look, if you're Motor City, you're first and now you're in the red zone now. 1st and 10.
Certainly, any way that you can get those yards, you will take if you're Motor City here, as they set up right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line now. Jackson in the I formation, 3 receivers out wide. And they'll motion Kaufman down to the bottom end of your screen. Jackson will hand off to the fullback there, and Dean managing to plow ahead for a few yards before getting stopped. And it looks like Dean now is knocked up with an injury. And that's certainly going to hurt Motor City's running attack, considering Christopher Dean has kind of been the change of pace back to Torneo Rivera this entire game so far.
I wonder where Bullets has been.
It does seem to be a case of where in the world is BB Blitz. He has not shown up yet so far this game. Rivera and Dean have been carrying the majority of the rock here. And I do not believe that is Blitz in the backfield right now. That is one of the running backs from the bench for Motor City. And they will hand it off up the middle there. And very close to a first down. They'll give it to him. That's Stanley Pritchett, the backup fullback, coming off the bench for Motor City to pick up a first down and put them on a 1st and goal situation.
Great job by the backup coming in and getting the first down. Wow.
Jackson in a very aggressive look, setting up in the gun, back to either side of him here, 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And he will pass, dropping back, taking a lot of pressure there, but finds someone in the back of the end zone. A fantastic throw by King Jackson finds Julian Gusters. Touchdown, Motor City, as they bring it back.
Shotguns out of formation we see very often. Great route by the number 45. Get himself open in the end zone, and a great pass in the back of the end zone with a catch.
Really fantastic job by King Jackson to stand in, knowing that that pressure was coming right down the barrel, and still deliver that ball all the way into the back of the end zone, where only Gusters is really able to get a hand on it there. And Motor City still hanging tough in this game, you know. It seems like if you look at the stat sheet, they should be down by quite a bit, but they're still managing to hang in within striking distance of Tulsa here.
They're just doing what they got to do to hang in here. Their defense is falling out.
Hanging tough as Caleb Richards will tack on the extra point and make it 28-24 Tulsa, as they will kick the ball back off to the Desperados once again. Tomorrow night, Cameron Irvine and Mike O'Neill are back with This Week in the SFL before the Fort Worth Toros battle the Florida Storm to put a bow on Week 3 of the SFL's 22nd season. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, with This Week in the SFL starting at 7:15 p.m. Eastern right here on SFL YouTube. And considering the games that we've had so far this week, I think they're going to have a lot to talk about on that show, Rochelle.
Definitely, and tomorrow night's game ought to be awesome. You have the defending champions going against a team that was undefeated last season. Should be a great game.
Should be absolute dynamite tomorrow night. Fort Worth taking on Florida as we return here to the action in Detroit. Tulsa looking to move the ball here from the 20-yard line. Brown will hand off. Jones back in the game now. It looks like he's shaken off that earlier injury and will pick up 9 yards on the carry there. They'll give him a 2nd and 1.
Now we have Jones back in the game with fresh legs coming out of the locker room. Great run.
Certainly a sight for sore eyes here for this Desperados offense. I think that relying on Deion James, although he's got 2 touchdowns, is certainly not the preferred course of action. They'd love to have their number 1 back in the backfield for him.
Speaking of James, he's back in the game.
And he'll get the ball here on 2nd and 1 and will end up getting that first down, dragging a V8 defender across the 35-yard line as they continue to move the ball and the chains.
Definitely, if I was Tulsa here, I'd milk most of this clock that I can. Keep the ball in your keep the ball in your offense's hands. Don't give it back to MCV.
Absolutely. It becomes a question of game management at this point if Tulsa is able to close this one out without too much drama here. As Brown will set up in 1st and 10 under center with a back offset to his left. And they will pitch it out left there. James trying to find some room, but not much doing there. And a little bit of a generous spot there. They'll give him 2 and make it 2nd and 8.
Great play by cornerback King Rashid coming making a big hit.
Absolutely, and something that's very underrated when it comes to talking about cornerbacks is the ability to support their run defense and get off those blocks, be able to tackle running backs very early on there. A very nice job done by King Rashid and this V8's defense there to hold that one to only 2 yards. 2nd and 8 now. Brown will throw over the middle there, finding DJ Bandit, who will drag another defender over the first down marker, and we'll get to about midfield as the chains continue to move for Tulsa, and this drive continues to rumble along.
If I was Tulsa, I'd be in no hurry to score here with a great play in coverage. Nice pass by Michael Brown.
That's DJ Bandit's 5th reception of the evening for 45 yards. Certainly the 2 in the 1-2 punch with Gabriel Manning so far tonight. Manning has absorbed most of the attention, but whenever Michael Brown has not felt like going to him, he goes to DJ Bandit as they will pitch the ball out on this right side this time, and Jones manages to find some space there and will get a first down.
What a great play call right there. I mean, a little pitch out. There was nobody in front of him. He just ran up the field. Great, nice little blocking up there from number 13, Alexander West, the wide receiver.
Some very nice blocking from the wide receivers there as Phoenix Jones' stats, 18 carries for 72 yards so far this game. Certainly the most productive running back on either side of this contest so far tonight. And it looks like he's trying to hit that 20 carry mark before this game is over. And they will hand it off again. That is Deion James, who will get 4. 2nd and 6 now for Tulsa as they approach the 30-yard line here and looking to be in field goal range pretty soon here. A field goal would put Tulsa up by 7 points. They will throw. Brown over the middle there, finds a receiver wide open, and will be 3rd and 2. They'll mark Sango back a little bit further than he actually ended up catching the ball. Looked like he had to come a long ways back to that. Momentum possibly carrying him backwards slightly.
I don't know, I thought he had forward progress, but
certainly would be a boon for this V8's defense now as they get them into a 3rd and 2 here. The box is very heavy from both teams, and they will pitch the ball out to Jones, who manages to shake a tackle there and get past the first down marker. And just when Motor City looked like they might have had him behind the line to get in a 4th down situation, Jones says, "Nuh-uh, I'm taking this one across the chains there."
And Jones just kept turning his feet, broke the tackle, broke another tackle, and just got finally pushed out of bounds.
Fantastic run there from Phoenix Jones as he approaches a 100-yard game. That'll be his 19th carry of the game for 88 yards so far here. And we'll probably look to try and add a touchdown to that resume if he gets the chance, although Deion James is looking for his 3rd of the night as well. So maybe some competition in that backfield as we approach the midpoint of this 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Brown will drop back, looking left, firing to the back of the end zone, but unable to find Gabriel Manning there. Looked like a little bit of a high one. Gabriel was going up for it, but just not able to reel it in.
That time, the defender just hit him in the air. He was very defenseless there, and nothing he could do.
Always tough to hang on through contact as we get a look at Michael Brown's numbers, 24-41 for almost 300 yards, but 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns as well. Certainly a much more up and down game than his week 1 showing against the Skyhawks here. 2nd and 10 in the I formation for Tulsa, and they will throw again. Just a little dump-off pass there for the Desperados, and they'll manage to make something out of nothing. That's Lars Bazar getting 7 there on the swing pass.
That's his first touch of the night, isn't it?
It does seem like it. So
Yes.
A very productive first touch, though. Getting 7 yards on a pass as a fullback, especially, is nothing to sneeze at. 3rd and 3, another very heavy box here. Jones will get the pitch left, and again he breaks the tackle, but this time the support rallies in very quickly there, and Motor City manages to shut that one down. King McNeely with the critical tackle there, and it'll be 4th down for the Tulsa Desperados, and you have to think that they'll take the field goal and go up by 7 points here.
Definitely. Good job by Motor City with the bend, don't break philosophy there. Only allowing 3 points. Keep yourself in the game.
A very critical stop there possibly for Motor City, as Takeda Yuki will tack on the field goal and make it a 7-point game, 31-24. And they ate over 4 minutes of clock on that driver shell as well.
Right, but now you're giving MCB the ball back, and you only have a 1-score game. This could be very interesting. Come down to the wire.
And thankfully for Motor City, there is definitely enough time to consider still incorporating that run game into their attack, considering King Jackson has continued to struggle so far tonight. 6 for 16, 83 yards through the air for King Jackson, 1 touchdown to 2 interceptions for the rookie quarterback. Kick will be fielded at the 15-yard line and taken out. Another good field position start here for Motor City as they get to the 35-yard line. And once again, we head back to SFL headquarters for a game break. Cam, what have you got for us?
Thank you, Brandon. Well, Baltimore was down 10 late in the 3rd, but this was the play of the game. Swing out to Warren Murray. He fumbles, forced by Lacey, recovered by Monzuma. Canton dominated the game after that. They hand Baltimore tied for their worst franchise loss in their history, 30-7. Baltimore finished with 95 yards of offense. Back to you in Detroit.
Thank you for that, Cam. Certainly seems like Canton is stamping their claim to being a championship contender through week 3 of the season here as we return to Detroit. Jackson rolling out and firing over the middle of the field there, unable to connect with Phil Koss.
I mean, Phil's got to catch those.
Seemed like a lot of traffic there from the Tulsa Desperados defense. It looked like they were expecting a pass over the middle there. Koss was surrounded by either 2 or maybe even 3 Desperados defenders on that throw. As Jackson will sit in the gun here on 2nd and 10 and back to either side. And he will motion one of his receivers across the formation. That's Gusters, the tight end, moving down to the left side. And they'll hand the ball off here on the draw play, and Rivera absolutely swallowed up behind the line. And again, I feel like we've been calling his name all night. Tony Roberto with a huge tackle for loss there.
Yeah, I'm questioning the play calling there.
Certainly not the most successful play call that the V8s have had so far tonight, and it puts them at a very disadvantageous 3rd and 13. Jackson with a very quick throw there, nearly intercepted by Tulsa. Very, very close one there. Todd Rigsby got his hands on it. Unfortunately for him, unable to make the interception, but 4th and 13 now for Motor City. And you have to question if they will punt the ball back or just try and shoot for a 4th down conversion.
I think with 3 minutes left, you almost have to go for it.
And they will go for it here. Jackson under center with 1 back in the backfield, trips to the right side. This could be all the marbles here, folks. 4th and 13 for Motor City. Jackson rolling left, facing pressure quickly there and not able to connect with his receiver on that left side there. Trying to find Azami Mihata, but not able to connect. And they'll turn the ball over to Tulsa in fantastic scoring territory here, Rochelle.
And definitely, that's a worst-case scenario. Tulsa is just a little bit outside of field goal range, I think, right now at this point.
It's certainly close there, but I have to say it looks like King Jackson might have just sailed that throw on Mihata there. It looked like he was getting open on that double move break there, but just not able to get it on target. As Tulsa will take over, and I'm sure they're going to be running the ball very, very heavily here with the newly returned Phoenix Jones.
I wouldn't blame him one bit. There we
That's
go.
exactly what they'll do. First down. Jones will break a tackle and get 5 yards there. I think that might be a little bit of an advantageous spot for the Desperados, but 2nd and 5 coming up here.
And like I said, if you're Tulsa, you just want to milk down to the 2-minute warning. You don't want to score until the very last minute, or last second, I should say.
Absolutely. And considering the position they're in on the field here, I think they're definitely aiming to try and get under that 2-minute warning as well, just to take away that extra clock breakage from the V8s. As Phoenix Jones breaks 21 attempts here, 95 yards rushing. He only needs 5 more to get that 100-yard game tonight. They'll hand the ball off again here. That's James on the left side, breaking tackles, getting close to that first down marker, and they'll put him just short, make it 3rd and inches for the Desperados.
Both of these backs are doing a great job in this fourth quarter of picking up the yardage to get the first downs.
Absolutely. And considering the running focus here from Tulsa on this drive, I'm anticipating a very heavy set to come out here. And it looks like they are going to have to take this play just before that 2-minute warning. So we will see one more play on this side of the 2-minute warning here. 3rd and inches, another very, very heavy set from both teams. Michael Brown running the clock down as much as he possibly can. And he will pitch it out here. Jones gets the first down marker and will eclipse that century mark for this game. Put him over 100 yards. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning as Tulsa looks to continue their domination here and close out this game against Motor City, 31-24 at the moment. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back here in Detroit to finish this game off. 2 minutes left here as Tulsa leads Motor City, looking to put the dagger in. Phoenix Jones at exactly 100 yards rushing so far tonight as he lines up in the backfield here on a 1st and 10 for Tulsa. And he will get the carry there. Driving forward, just managing to get back to that line of scrimmage as Motor City will call their first timeout.
And that time he just got backed up behind his own blockers.
Certainly an unfortunate scenario there for him, but at the same time, I think the focus on the Tulsa backfield will be mostly on maintaining possession of the ball and making sure that they don't turn it over to Motor City and give them any kind of chance here in this game. Run on 2nd down here. Pitch. Tackle broken by Phoenix Jones again as he gets really close to the end zone there. Touchdown saving tackle there for Kane Vasquez, the strong safety. But Tulsa setting up on the 1-yard line here, 1st and goal. And you got to assume that they're looking to punch it in and really seal this game here, Rochelle.
Yeah, definitely. Phoenix Jones is looking very, very energetic at this point in the game.
Absolutely. Setting up here in a very run-biased formation here is Tulsa. And they will run the ball. Jones fighting for it, and they will give him the touchdown. That'll be his first of the night as he gets over 100 yards and is rewarded with a touchdown for his efforts as well. Tulsa extends their lead, and you have to say that's probably the final nail in the coffin for Motor City.
Yeah, I think we have a booth review, though, here.
It will be very close. I think that may have been a advantageous spot for Phoenix Jones. We may see a challenge flag come out.
Nope, the booth review at this point, less than 2 minutes.
The booth will take a look at it, so let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com as we take a look to see whether or not Phoenix Jones actually did manage to get that touchdown. And I got to be honest with you, Rochelle, I think he was just a little short.
He was tackled right there. Yep, my ball was still from the wrong hand.
We'll have to see what the booth determines. And they do overturn it. Nicholas Warner did make the tackle just short of the goal line there, so Phoenix Jones will have that touchdown stricken off of his stat sheet so far tonight, but they will set up on the 1-inch yard line, 2nd and goal.
Do a quarterback sneak here, you give it to Jones one more time.
Jones or James would both be dying to get an extra touchdown to add to their stat sheet so far tonight for very good games for both of them. The pitch will go to Jones, and he will walk his way into the end zone as the Desperados extend their lead on Motor City and nail the final nail into the coffin of the V8s.
Well, there was no questioning that one. He basically just waltzed into the end zone untouched.
Seems like whenever Tulsa gets a running touchdown, they're able to just walk it in there. I think all three of them have been pretty leisurely jaunts into the end zone there, as Tulsa will take a very big lead here. And Motor City staring down the barrel of an 0-3 start so far this season, as Tulsa looks to improve to 2-0. Certainly contrasting fortunes for these two franchises here, as Takeda Yuki comes on to tack on this extra point, which he does. And it will be a 14-point game, 38-24 here. Motor City's got just under 2 minutes to try and do something. You suppose if King Jackson can get something down the field and maybe score a very quick touchdown, they might have a chance at an onside kick potentially.
Yeah, but they have to do it quickly, and so far, their drives have not been quick.
Absolutely, it seems like they have certainly struggled to do anything quick so far this game, as they will return the kick here and get field position once again in their favor. Motor City setting up on the 36-yard line here, and surely King Jackson is going to come out and just try and sling this ball down the field as quickly as possible here.
I would hope so. You can't rely at this point. You can't rely on your run game at all. Your run game's irrelevant at this point in the game.
Certainly seems that way. I would very much anticipate them to go to the air early and often on this drive, and they will set up trips to the right side of the formation here for Jackson. He will throw.
Ooh.
Oh, pass broken up very well there by Cameron Shaw, trying to find Toriano Rivera coming out of the backfield there.
And Tulsa's defense is holding strong so far.
That's certainly a statement about the effectiveness of the passing attack so far for Motor City tonight. 6 completions on only 20 attempts for 83 total yards for King Jackson. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions as well. Certainly a tough night at the office. As a one-handed catch there from Shane Kaufman moves the chains, and they will call their final timeout here. Motor City with about 1:30 left to work in this game.
Yeah, and if they're going to do anything here, they have to go to the sidelines to get out of bounds. Any chance of, doing anything besides scoring a touchdown here.
Certainly not at any luxury with the clock at this point in the game, and you'd anticipate them to be either slinging the ball very far down the field or trying to aim for those sidelines. They'll go over the middle there and get another first down. That's Guy Clausen's first catch of the night here for Motor City as they go in the hurry-up. Jackson over the middle again there. Another completion to Shane Kaufman as they move within the red zone here. Motor City starting to move very quickly now that they've adopted this no-huddle offense.
They should have tried that earlier in the game.
Certainly seems that way. Jackson throws an interception.
There we go.
And that will be the final nail in the coffin. That's Jay Rock's first interception of the night for the Tulsa Desperados, and they will seal this win over Motor City.
Yep, that is the nail in the coffin right there.
Unfortunately for King Jackson, he will come out of this game with a stat line of 9 for 24, 127 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. That's a QBR of 29.7. Certainly not a good day at the office for the Motor City passing attack, as Michael Brown will take the snap and begin the process of ending this game. Rochelle, these teams seem to be on completely different planes at this point in time. Tulsa now moving to 2-0 and looking very good for both of their wins so far this season, whereas Motor City now moving to 0-3 and certainly struggling to open this season. And that seems to be a common theme for Motor City over the past few seasons now, just a team that really seems to struggle to put together positive results.
On the bright side, Motor City's defense played a great game. Towards the end, they got tired. But, even rookie quarterback who has a lot to learn, I think he'll improve as the season gets along.
Absolutely. That defense did start out very well, picking off Michael Brown 2 times and returning one of them for a pick 6. Certainly a bright spot on that side of the ball there. As Tulsa, with this win, will move on to go play at Seattle next week here. How do you think they're going to do in that game, Michelle?
Seattle's a very good team. It should be a great game.
I do think that that's going to be a very, very fun game to watch next week. As for Motor City, they will go and play the also winless Charleston Predators in Week 4 here again in Detroit. Do you foresee them managing to turn their fortunes around in that one?
It's kind of a toss-up. Depends on which King Jackson shows up for the game.
Certainly they are dependent on their quarterback showing up and managing to put together a complete game for possibly the first time all season going into Week 4. As we get a look at the stats at the end of the game here. And I mean, looking at these stats, it does certainly seem like Tulsa had the measure of Motor City throughout most of the game.
Like I said, Motor City's defense has kept them in the game.
Absolutely. That time of possession imbalance there, almost 25 minutes for Tulsa compared to only 15 for Motor City. That is certainly a rough night at the office for the Motor City offense.
A lot of 3 and outs on offense for them tonight.
Rochelle, I feel like I already know your answer, but I'd like to get a player of the game from you really quick.
Are you kidding me? I have to either go Phoenix Jones or Gabriel Manning.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree with you on that. Gabriel Manning, fantastic night for him. 14 catches on 20 targets, 191 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. Oh, so close to another 200-yard effort for him. And he has started out this season on fire. Certainly someone to watch so far this season and potentially a front runner for Offensive Player of the Year. But don't catch me saying anything about that right now. It's a little too early in the season, possibly. But either way, for Rochelle Colston and Ron Haynes, Aaron Gooden in the stats truck, and Cameron Irvine producing, I'm Brandon Walters saying good night, everyone. And be sure to tune in tomorrow, Monday night, for another great game, the SFL on YouTube. We will see you all later. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Drive safe.